Hello everyone, and welcome to Marble Blast Platinum Under the Hood, Part 3. In this part, we will be discussing multiplayer, but first we would like to announce that Marble Blast Platinum 1.50 is going to public beta. We will be making an announcement on the Marble Blast forums very soon, so stay tuned. So let's go ahead and play some multiplayer. This is the host and join server window. In here, you can host your own match or join other matches currently in progress. Pressing on any server such as this one will give you additional information about the server, such as the full server name, who hosts the server description, any handicaps currently applied, and information such as whether the server is password protected, whether there are ratings enables, how many players are in the server, whether the mode is a free-for-all match or it's a teams mode match. You can also press on ping to see the ping obviously to the server, and you can also directly connect to the server by pressing the direct connect. So let's go ahead and host a match. This is the multiplayer level select window, and it is packed full of features. Up here you can select between the different difficulties of beginner, intermediate, advanced or custom levels. This is of course the mission information. You've got the duration of every level, and whether the server is currently set on a free-for-all match or teams mode. Down here on the right you can see all the players in the server, and on the left you've got the server chat. For example, let's do a voice taunt.
Mega Marble Kids.
And obviously you can taunt other players with it. If you press on the best score here, you'll be taken to the top scores. On the left here, those are your top scores in practice, that means when you play by yourself. In the middle here is all the players in the current server, and the all time means all the players worldwide. And if you press on the practice, top scores of practice, you will change to versus, which again will give you your top scores against at least one other player. And again you can see the all time, which is really cool. Down here on the right you'll be able to see the rating of every player. Now, this is the search window. Pressing that button will give you the search window, and you can search every single level in multiplayer, and you can search by name, by the artist, by the file name, or press the Q button to load a random level. We also have additional options like Marble Select, where you can choose your marble skin, the server settings, where you can set different settings to your server, achievements, handicaps, where you can select your own handicaps, for example disabling blue gems, or select a global handicap, which will also show up in the host join screen. We also have a team mode option, which again will show up in the team mode scores if you press on the best. But you also see a new icon for team option info, where you can now join a team or create one. For example, I can now join Team Yellow, led by HiGuy, or create my own team. For example, I'm going to create a new team called Red, and now I've got new options for it. As promised, I'm going to discuss about custom levels. You can share custom levels with other players in your server. You can transfer to all the other players the mission file, textures, interiors, and anything else that they might need. We highly recommend you to keep your levels to a small file size to ensure a quick transfer, and we really recommend you to share only your finished levels and not any work in progress. That is because when you send different versions to other players who have previous versions of such mission, they are going to get errors and be unable to play with you. And lastly, custom levels will not give you any ratings. So this is me just loading in here, and you can see loading bars, we've all loaded, and this is the pregame window. Obviously you can see the server name and info, level name and information, as well as player information like the status, the rating, who is actually in the match, and you can also spectate in here, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to talk about the spectator mode. I want to first of all say I really like it. You can just view players play a match while you just have a break quietly. It's something I always wanted in Marvel Blast Online, because you can just follow players around without actually being in the way, so you can see the entire match, which is awesome. Regarding spectator mode itself, you can switch between both free camera mode and orbit camera mode. In the free camera mode, which is where I am right now, you can move the camera however you want, you can fly around the level, there's nothing stopping you. If I was to switch to the orbit camera mode, which I will a bit later in the video, I will actually be following a player all the time. I can't see what the player sees. This is actually not possible. But you can move the camera around them, so you can see around them. So it's pretty awesome regardless, and it's really cool to see what they're doing up close. You can only spectate when you have at least 2 players in the server. Obvious reasons you can't spectate yourself. And as a spectator, you cannot win or lose any ratings, so rating points. So that's great. When you join a match in progress, you will automatically become a spectator, so you will not lose points. For example, if you were to come in the last half a minute, obviously you are going to lose. So good news, you're not going to lose points. About the ratings, the rating system is based on the chess system of ratings. You can only win a maximum or lose a maximum amount of points against others, depending on the rating. So your rating and theirs also depends on how many rating points you'll win or lose, again depending on whatever place you'll end up with. So if, for example, there are 8 players and you end up there, so you're definitely going to win points. If you end up a second, third, or fourth, you can either win or lose points at this point. So it takes your rating against everyone else, so it's pretty awesome. I want to talk about another option that we've got in here. We've got what we call 2 voice tones. There are 11 of them. They are basically audio clips that are shown whenever that are played whenever you put a command. So they're all pretty awesome, and you can spam them away. Please don't girls. About the history of multiplayer, because I want to mention a bit about it. I started out with Spy47. He's done some basics like connecting to other players. You could see them moving, and it was pretty awesome. But it's pretty much where it stopped. HiGuy and Jeff then continued it with actual gameplay, and they worked in for the last 2 or 3 years, and the progress they've done is amazing, as HiGuy would say. So yeah, it's pretty much amazing for everyone else. They've had 6 iterations. This is iteration number 7. The first 5 I don't know much about, but for number 6 I've actually got to play the beta of it just as it was about to be released to public a week before actual release to public. And I found a bug and I stared at it, and they told me just don't stare at the bug, but stared at it anyway. And that single bug, which was a chat bug, became 3 bugs, all relating to the chat. And next thing we know, it becomes dozens of bugs, and it was too much to handle, and we just ended up, and everything just completely broke. And they're like, no. So that's what happened, and they had to restart. I offered to both Jeff and HiGuy to restart everything, in Marvel Blast Platinum, because it has the leaderboards online section. So they're like, why not? And we were already going to redo the entire leaderboard section anyway, so we came up with the idea of, just to do it. So that's how you see multiplayer, and it's multiplayer iteration number 7. It's the most stable of all. It contains even more features. It's absolutely amazing. And they've done so much work on it. It's absolutely amazing. So tons of credits for them. I want to explain a bit about the teams mode, because it's going to be next. Actually, I just want to mention, as you can see, I've seen before you saw that I was going between Phil and HiGuy. I could switch between players, so that's something you can do. Just switch between the 2 players, so you can switch between even 3 players if you want, 4, 5, any. So anyway, about the match itself, it was an awesome match to watch, which I hope you guys watched instead of listening to me. It was a very close call all the way. Phil barely won that one, barely. Then game dialogue in here, you can see on the right, you can see restart, lobby, and exit buttons. If you were to be HiGuy or Phil, you would only have the exit button. and as you can see, breakdown of the match itself in the ratings, scores, and jumps got from each type, so it's pretty awesome. This is the teams mode match. You have Ariel and HiGuy against me. All of us have our own team names. Well, Ariel and HiGuy are on the same team against me on a different team, and you can have your own team color name, so it's really awesome. You can do any amount of players against each other, like 2 against 2, 3 against 3, or odd number of players, like 1 against 2 in this case, or even 1 against 4 if you want. In team mode, all the players contribute to the total team score, as you can see. But it also means that the way you play multiplayer is a bit different, different strategies and everything. The ratings themselves also slightly change. Winning a match would be for me it would be winning against both Ariel and HiGuy. If I was to lose, I would be losing against each player as separately as rather than both together. So that's how it calculates it. I think that's all I pretty much have to say for Under the Hood 3. I would like to finish off by giving a lot of credits and thanks to many people, and to tell you guys what we've done. So I'll start out with HiGuy. He started out obviously not only doing a lot of the online section and rebuilding a lot of it. He's done the super challenges, he's done tons of user interface, like all the multiplayer user interface you guys are seeing, that's all him. He's done an absolutely brilliant job with the user interface. It's absolutely amazing. Multiplayer, he's pretty much done probably almost all of it, I guess. He's done an absolutely brilliant job. It's absolutely amazing. So I want to thank him for doing, just about everything possible you are seeing in there. Like if you see achievements, anything, it's been HiGuy. I want to thank him also for all the rating points. I've eaten all of his rating points, and that's why I'm so awesome. And I've got so many points, thanks to him, thank you. I also want to thank Jeff. He's an awesome guy. You guys should really give him a thank you and kudos. He's also helped out with multiplayer. He's done challenges as well as challenge achievements. He's done other bits of pieces. He's done a lot of debugging. He's been an awesome guy all around. I know school has been really bad for him, but he's still done a lot of job even despite school. So we really want to thank him. Thank you so much. I don't think we could actually get there without you. So thank you very much. I want to thank Phil. He's the guy who's actually done for us the user interface. He told us how to do it, and we basically copied from what he told us to do. So thank you very much, Phil, for everything. He also wanted to do a new single player interface. This is coming probably in the next few weeks or months after the beta is out. Not for the first beta, as you can see, but we hope for the final version you guys will be able to see it, and obviously even play it with further betas. So it's really awesome. We also want to thank him for rating points, especially HiGuy. We want to thank a guy called Israeli RD. Hey, that's me! Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but I'm thanking myself for moral and physical support, for eating all the points, and the complaints and harassments. That's pretty much what I've done, and it's true. I want to thank Ariel for the website, as well as his rating points, especially. I know HiGuy is going to say it, that he wants that. We want to thank Sam for texturing a ton. He's done a lot of textures for us for multiplayer. We want to thank MKBull because these textures are based off his neutral 6 to 11 textures. We made them more MBU-ish, sort of, with the light and dark scheme. So, but the textures came from him, so big thanks for him. RD's Empire for the Mega Marble and Blast power-ups that you are seeing. We also have a Mega Gyrocopter power-ups, which will be active when you see the Mega active. So that's on the soon-to-be-shown list. We also want to thank Suf. He pooped on my keyboard, he sang while he played, and he pissed us off altogether. And lastly, I want to thank you guys, the community. Everyone in here, they supported us, you all supported us, it's been awesome. I want to thank you for saying, pick your wear instead of 1.50 wear, so pretty much diminishing of our work for someone that's probably never going to release, so thank you all for that. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope everyone enjoyed Under the Hood series, and we will be seeing you in the beta.